Hello there! Fancy seeing you here. Welcome back to my channel. Good morning. Welcome to another vlog. Today's my birthday. Today is my 29th birthday. It's October 26th. It's a Wednesday. I'm off work for the rest of the week, so that's why I'm gonna film this vlog over the next couple of days and see where it goes, okay? I'm not doing anything today. I am relaxing, reading, watching movies, whatever the I want to do, you know? Thank you so much to the few of you that have sent me books for my birthday. Like, that is just so sweet. You didn't have to do that, but it just means so much to me because I've been having a rough month, which I'm going to talk about in a second. But yeah, thank you if you sent me a book, if you said happy birthday to me. It means a lot to me. And I'm going to be doing a book haul in November probably with my birthday books, and I bought like a couple books for myself, but a lot of them were gifts, so thank you. And I will definitely be talking about how much I love each person that got me books in that haul, so thank you. Yeah, so in today's vlog, I actually posted a poll on Instagram and asked you guys I gave you like a bunch of options, and I asked like which ones do you want to see me vlog, and Slewfoot by Brom was by far the most requested one. That one came in first place, and then in second place was The Exorcist House by Nick Roberts. In third place was Halloween Fiend by C.V. Hunt. And then I am throwing a Judith sonnet in here for shits and gigs. No One Rides for Free. I've been dying to read this one. It's an extreme horror book that Judith wrote she wrote, edited, and published within 10 days, and everyone has been saying it's like the most fucked up book ever. So I really need to record my reaction. Like, I just love doing extreme horror books in vlogs because then you can see like a reaction, you know? But anyways, I actually read The Halloween Fiend yesterday, so I'm gonna talk to you about it in a second. I read it in the car. I had to go to my one specialist doctor's appointment in DC, which is about four and a half hours away. So I had some time to read in the car, and it's a tiny little novella, so I finished it in one sitting. Yeah, so you guys, my health has been terrible. My health issues kind of took a turn for the worse this month. The entire month of October, I have been sick. I have been in severe pain. Severe pelvic, severe abdominal pain, like nausea, bloating. Everything I was eating was coming right out, TMI, for literally like 2 weeks. I was surviving off of bone broth and coconut water and ramen noodles. That was my diet for like 2 weeks. I'm finally able to eat again. My pain got really severe over the weekend. On Saturday, this past Saturday, I was in the ER all day long. They think it was a ruptured cyst, a ruptured ovarian cyst, but I'm still having pain. I still don't feel right. My doctor wanted me to get an ultrasound done, and the ER didn't have an ultrasound. Like, I've never heard of a fucking ER that doesn't have access to an ultrasound because it's the weekend. You're a literal emergency room, and you're telling me, so basically you're telling me that women's issues don't matter, because when you think about how many women go to the ER for things like ovarian cysts and, you know, issues relating to pregnancy and, you know, fucking cancer, all these things need an ultrasound, and you're telling me you just don't have one. Thank you for that. So I really need an ultrasound done. But they can't get me until next week. I don't know, you guys. I've been feeling like crap the month of October is my favorite month, and I spent it literally curled up in a ball on the couch, like crying, burning myself with heating pads. It's really bad. Yesterday I had to go see my specialist, my pelvic floor specialist. I had to get more Botox. Now I'm like she wants me on more medication, and I'm like, listen, I can't deal with this. I want no part of this body of mine. So yeah, just wanted to say, like, that's kind of where I've been all month. Yeah, the couple videos that I posted were pre-filmed, and YouTube has been fucking me over this month. Like, I don't know, the algorithm will not recommend my videos to anyone. All my videos have been bombing this month. I upload them in YouTube Studio, tells me how terribly I'm doing, how no one's watching my videos, how no one is subscribing to me. I don't know what is going on. Like, clearly YouTube stopped recommending my videos to people. Small creators on YouTube are just constantly like, demonetized. We're not recommending your videos to anyone. When in reality, like, the small creators are the ones that you should be recommending to people, so that way they do well, you know? It's fucked up. Anyways, that's a whole other subject for a whole other day. I'm getting off topic here. I'm a mess. As you can see, I haven't sat down and talked to a camera in a while. So, anyways, books. Why we're here. Halloween Fiend by C.V. Hunt. I read this book yesterday, and I liked it. So this is about a town it's like a small town, and there's this creature named Halloween, who every night he comes around, and everyone in the town has to leave an offering to him. So it's usually like an animal. They all have like cages where they put like an animal in the cage and put it out for him to eat. So like the main guy in the book was like raising guinea pigs because he had to like feed him a guinea pig every night. And it kind of reminded me of like Bird Box in a sense, where it's like people are like locked in their homes with all the, you know, all the curtains closed, and they're like peeking out, like they're scared to like look at him. And it's not like Bird Box, it's not like an invisible creature. It does describe the creature in the book, but anyways, this town, you know, is like terrified of this creature, and everyone kind of locks themselves in. They don't come out at night, and he is just terrorizing the town. I don't really want to say anything else because it's only 106 pages. I don't want to spoil it for anyone because some things I was like, ooh, okay. I don't know. I thought it was good. I'm giving it 4 stars. I really just liked, you know, the small town, kind of everyone knows each other. Everyone knows what's going on. And then some like newbies come to town, and everyone's like, you can't tell them there's a creature here, because then word is gonna get out. And it's just like everyone is like deathly afraid of their own town. And the actual like creature and what happens, I thought it was pretty good. You know, it was short, it was thrilling, I enjoyed it, and I really liked the very, very end. Like the last sentence of what happens, I thought it was wrapped up pretty good. He wants everyone to celebrate Halloween, and like honestly, can we blame him? Can we blame Halloween? No, because Halloween is the best time of the year. This vlog is very uneventful so far. I'm going to go make breakfast. I think I'm gonna make dippy eggs and toast, and I'm gonna chill, I'm gonna read, I'm gonna watch movies. Speaking of movies, oh my god, this vlog is already like 15 minutes. Speaking of movies, I watched Barbarian yesterday, which was like my most anticipated movie to watch, because everyone's like, oh my god, you're gonna love it. Oh my god, it's great. It's my favorite movie. It's the best movie that came out this year. Oh my god, this is the best horror movie ever. So hyped, right? So I was like, yes, it's out on HBO Max. Watched it, hated it. I just thought it was so stupid, like so ridiculous. The actual plot of what was going on, hated it. So dumb. I don't get it. I don't understand. If you like it, I'm glad you like it. Me, I was so disappointed. I wanted to like that movie so bad, but I feel like they just made so many decisions that they didn't have to make. Like the one guy that gets added into the movie didn't have to be there. Served literally no purpose other than giving him a paycheck. Like, I don't understand what the point of that was. I just, I don't know. There were a couple things that are like spoilers that I don't want to say, but I thought it was fucking ridiculous. Just go watch Smile instead. Smile is amazing. I love that movie. Barbarian, not so much. I think I'm gonna start Slewfoot today because the other two books are novellas, so I can knock them out. I don't know how eventful or exciting this vlog will be because I'm still like not feeling the best. I also have some like side effects from the Botox, like I feel dizzy and stuff, so I don't know how eventful this vlog is going to be, but I'm gonna try my best, okay? Yo, what's up? I am currently, Belle, every time I get out the camera, Belle starts making love to the tripod. I don't know what to do about this cat of mine. Okay, so update, it's the next day, it's Thursday. Belle, you gotta stop. Anyways, like I was saying, today is Thursday. I didn't really read yesterday because, you know, it was my birthday and my dad came over for a few hours. Belle. My dad came over for a few hours, so that was nice. And then, you know, Justin came home from work and we had to, of course, watch Love is Blind and get all caught up. And oh my God, I feel like this season, everyone is a disaster. They're all a mess. Cole, Bartice, I feel like they belong on F-Boy Island. Like, are they on the wrong show? Which, by the way, I've also been watching F-Boy Island and I'm obsessed. I'm on season 2. I can't stop watching trash reality TV. So yeah, didn't really read yesterday. This morning, I saw the audiobook was available for Slewfoot through the library. And so I started listening to that while I was getting ready and stuff this morning. I did my nails, which I fucking hate. Yeah, I hate them. I hate doing my nails, but I found these like Halloween, you know, press-ons with like the mummy, and I was like, oh, those are cute. Put them on. I'm like, wow, I regret this because I am useless now. I can't do anything. I can't open things. I literally don't know what to do with myself. I feel like I want to rip them off. Anyways, yeah, so I got the audiobook. I got about 30% through, and like, it's okay so far. I feel like I'm the only one that's not totally obsessed with this book. But I mean, it's okay. It's just really slow, and that's the thing. The issue that I have with Brom is that his books are really freaking slow. I think I'm gonna make some coffee, which I don't drink caffeine. I only drink like half calf at the most, but I really want to try this s'mores coffee that I got in my Nightworms box. Where the hell is it? It smells delicious. I don't know. I just want a little taste, you know? I am way off track. My endometriosis has been like really flaring. Last night I was like crying in pain again. Coffee is probably not the best thing to be drinking, but I'm not even gonna drink a full cup. So I just want to try it. Anyways, ADHD. So yeah, Slewfoot. Abatha is our main character, and basically it's set in New England in 1666. 666. And basically she's married to her husband Edward. You know, it was like an arranged marriage, and basically he has this like evil villain brother named William. Is that his name? Wallace Williams. I don't know. Well, anyways, they're like fighting over this land, like he wants their land. I don't know. They're fighting over some kind of inheritance thing. And basically one day Edward dies a mysterious death. So now Abatha is left as a widow, and she's treated really fucking horribly. Like, the way women are treated is horrible, and they're basically like, oh no, you can't like live by yourself and like support yourself. You have to, you know, be under the care of your brother-in-law, Wallace, William, whatever his name is. And she's just treated really horribly. So that's kind of all that's been going on, and I'm 30% into the book. It's very slow. It's literally putting me to sleep. I mean, it's not bad. I just wish something would happen. And now, like with Slewfoot, we start getting these like glimpses of this demon spirit. We're not really sure what he is yet or what's going on. But that's kind of where I will leave things. I mean, it's not bad. It's just not sustaining my attention as much as I wanted it to so far. I really hope Abatha gets some sort of revenge and Wallace, William, whatever the hell, gets some karma. Like some good karma ass kicking is what I want. And I think Abatha might be some sort of a witch. We will see. I will find out and let you know. Okay, taste test. This is black. It's the s'mores coffee black. I don't drink black coffee. I would rather die if I'm being honest, but since it's flavored, I want to see how it tastes. Probably gonna burn the shit out of myself. I can't tell if I'm just disgusted because it's black coffee or because it tastes like nothing. I'm gonna add some oat milk. It's better with oat milk, but it doesn't taste like s'mores to me, really. I don't know. I have the peach one of this Bones Coffee Company. I have the peach one that also came in like a Nightworms package, and that one's like really good. That one, it like tastes, it sounds disgusting like peach coffee, but it tastes good. It's like peaches and cream when you like put some milk in there. It tastes really delicious. This one, I can't really taste s'mores. I mean, maybe like a faint hint. It's good, like it's not bad. It just doesn't taste like s'mores to me. It smells like s'mores. I don't know. What the hell's even in here? Poison? Okay, anyways, I have to go film a video and then I will be back and update you on how far I get in my books. I might start The Exorcist House today because McKay and I are gonna do a buddy read, and I think he just started it. So I might start that instead, but regardless, I'll be back. Okay, so it's later in the day. I stopped reading Slewfoot for now, and I picked up The Exorcist House because McKay was ready to read it and we're doing a buddy read. So I just got 40% in on page 112. So there's 285 pages. And so far I'm liking this book. It's fast-paced. It gets right into the action. Shut this down. So basically we're following this guy Daniel and his wife Alice. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. She's kind of a piece of shit anyways. But we're following this married couple and their teenage daughter, and the wife is pregnant, and they just got to this house. They bought this house and they're gonna do like a fixer-upper. So they're fixing it up and then they're gonna, you know, flip it, sell it, whatever. Flip it and reverse it. So we know, as the reader, of course, that there's something sinister going on in this house, because this book is set in the 90s, by the way, and we are also getting alternating chapters between like past and present. It's mostly in the present, and then we get short little like glimpses of the past and kind of some stuff that has happened in this house. So it is rumored that this house was owned by an exorcist, and some exorcisms happened in the house, I guess. And so this guy Daniel discovers in the basement, it's always in the basement, there's like a hidden room in the basement with a well, and there's like all these crucifixes, like the door is like nailed shut and there's crucifixes everywhere. So they're like, what is this? Like, what is this creepy hidden room in the basement? So that's kind of how far we've gotten so far. There are some like creepy scenes that have happened here and there, and we kind of get, you know, some of the backstory of what has happened. But so far I like it. You know, it's intriguing. It has really good pacing. I'm a huge pacing person, so it's not like super dull and slow and boring, which is like the issue that I have with most horror books. They're just too slow for me. This one, it's like you jump right into the craziness in the beginning, and then it slows down. You kind of learn about their family and some things that have been happening, and then like something crazy happens again. Like, it's paced very nicely, and I'm looking forward to finishing this one up and seeing how it goes. So I don't know, today I filmed a video this morning that took literally forever, and I need to start editing this vlog. So I'm hoping I can get pretty far in this today and hopefully get pretty far in Slewfoot. We'll see. I'm kind of on a time crunch. I'm trying to like finish all these books up by the weekend. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Tomorrow's already Friday, but I'm trying to like get as much reading done as humanly possible, and we'll see. We'll see where it goes. Okay, so I am attempting to make a cheese ball, because we have just like a couple people coming over tomorrow. Basically every year, like the last Saturday of October, we kind of have like a little birthday party slash Halloween party. Ooh, the tripod is really crooked, still crooked, but anyways, every year we have this little party. A lot of people are probably not coming, so I think only like 3 people are coming over. So I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna make a cheese ball shaped like a pumpkin. I found it on Pinterest. I really wanted to do it. Now's my excuse to do it. So that's what I'm doing today. I think I'm gonna finish listening to The Exorcist House. I have the audio. There's Belle. Belle is shaking the tripod again. I don't know what to do. But I think I'm gonna listen to this while I make this cheese ball. I'm gonna attempt. I have an hour and 37 minutes left. Oh, guys, I feel like I'm about to get canceled for what I'm about to say. Okay. The Exorcist House. I finished it last night. I was not a fan. You guys know I've liked this book the entire time. So it's so shocking for me to sit here and be like, I don't like this book. Because I was expecting I really liked it until like the halfway, like 60% mark, somewhere around there. And I was expecting like something new, something different, like a different take on like an exorcism book, because that's what people are saying, that it's like something new and fresh to like the exorcism subgenre, you know? And I felt the complete opposite. I felt like it was so cliche. I'm talking like a priest comes over, makes a circle of holy water, starts reciting full prayers, and then, I don't want to spoil too much else, but it's just a very, very, very cliche, almost corny. I don't know. I wanted something fresh and different, and it just ended up giving me like every exorcism book and movie. Like that's what it was giving me. Like it wasn't giving me anything new, and I think that's why I have a problem with it. I didn't find it scary. I think I would recommend this book if you are a horror beginner, if you're new to horror, if you get like scared easily, if you are really freaked out by like demons and paranormal stuff and you want something that's gonna scare you. I mean, I would recommend it. Check it out. But for me, now I will say, I am not a fan of paranormal in my books. I am realizing two things about myself. I'm not a fan of like paranormal, exorcist demons in my books, because I feel like it's all the same thing over and over and over again. And I'm also, I mean, except for My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix, obviously. And the second thing, I'm not a fan of straight like horror slashers. I feel like an extreme horror slasher I can probably get into a little bit more, but I haven't read too many of those. But just like the regular horror genre, slashers, like Camp Slaughter, I'll get into my review on that in my wrap up, was not a fan. Books like Clown in a Cornfield, like they just feel like you don't care about the characters, and then people are just being killed, and it's like you don't care that they're being killed because you don't care about them. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of slashers in my books, not a big fan of paranormal in my books. I am a fan of those things in movies, but in book form, something just doesn't work for me. And also keep in mind, I just read The Exorcist this month and thought it was boring. So like, yeah, I'm just not like an exorcism girl. Movies, great, fine. Books, I'm just not a fan. So this one was just so cliche for me. I just really couldn't stand it. It was, I don't know. I towards the end of the book, I was done, you know? So yeah, sadly, I'm going with a 2-star for this one. And Slewfoot, I got 50% through, and this is a book where everyone gives 5 stars on BookTube. Everyone's raving about how they're obsessed with it, and for me, it's okay. Like, it's not bad. The writing is great, but I feel like there could be more character development in there. Like, we have these characters that I feel I don't connect to and I don't really care about because it's kind of lacking in the character development area, and it is slow. Like, it is a slow burn. So I don't know how I feel. We're literally just, I mean, we were finally introduced to Slewfoot, aka Samson, and he's trying to figure out what he is. He's not sure if he's a demon, a god, a spirit. All he knows is that he was just like reawoken, and he's not sure like who he is or what his purpose is. And then Abatha's trying to also figure out the same thing. So it's kind of getting repetitive now. I just don't know how much I love this book. Like, everyone else loves it, and I'm kind of like, I'm kind of getting bored. I don't know. I'm at the 50% mark. And I'm also realizing I don't think I'm a huge folklore 1600s Puritan girl either. am basically a really fucked up soul. Because my favorite horror books are like, really fucked up. So I'm not really sure. This vlog just is not working out for me. So okay, hi, it's later in the day. I actually started reading No One Rides for Free because it's just a teeny tiny little novella. I'm like, I really just need to stop torturing myself and read it. So I'm at the 56% mark where there is a warning, which I will read in a second. So basically we are following this family where this mom is driving her two teenage children. There's a boy and a girl. She's driving them to, I think they're in Texas, and they're driving to New Mexico, I believe, because she's going to drop them off at college. So it kind of, you know, just starts out slow. There's like, you know, they're kind of on a little road trip. She stops at a gas station to use the bathroom, and when she gets back in the car, a strange man is in the car with them. That's where I will leave things. This is extreme horror, very graphic and disturbing, and so far it hasn't been too bad. You know, like there are some things that are like graphic and disgusting, but it's like not bad. Now I just got to the 56% mark, and there is a warning in this book, which I'm going to read you because I've never seen a warning like this in a book before, ever. So I'm scared. Like I just have this unsettling like pit in my stomach where I'm scared. Like I know I'm about to read some trauma, and Judith is really great at writing and representing trauma in her books. And so far I feel like the writing in this one is phenomenal. Like you can see, you know, like compared to her earlier books, how far she's come as a writer, and the writing is just phenomenal so far. I do really feel for these characters. And so the warning, it says, the following pages of No One Rides for Free are so graphic, disturbing, and depraved, we are legally obligated to give you the time to put it down and decide whether or not you want to continue reading. If you read on, then you are consenting to witness the horrors ahead, which are at times unimaginable. You are also expected to read at your own risk, knowing full and well that the producers of this book are not responsible for any side effects that you may or may not suffer. If you are squeamish, sensitive, or easily offended, we recommend you find a happier story. If you do continue reading and find yourself growing weak with shock, to starve off sickness, fainting, and even death, repeat to yourself, it's only a book, it's only a book, it's only a book. I'm scared. Like I am genuinely scared. Like I feel this heaviness because I know something really, really fucked is about to happen. Oh my god. Oh my god. This book was wild. Wild. It's a teeny tiny novella. I honestly am not sure how many pages it is. Less than 100. Like took me no time at all to read. You guys, this was like traumatizing. Like I cannot imagine the things that this family endured. Like I cannot imagine like living your life and like trying to process that trauma. Like I just it was fucked up. It was very uncomfortable and unsettling, and I'm going with 5 stars. Like I think it was really well written, and like I was saying, just the way that Judith writes like trauma, and it's like so effective. And there's always a little afterword at the end of all her books usually, and I love reading them because she really just like explains herself and like why she like wrote the book and so on and so forth. And it was inspired by the rape and revenge subgenre, it says, specifically the films like The Last House on the Left, and she goes on to name a few other movies. And she says, I wrote the book with the intent of it feeling like an offensive and cruel rape and revenge thriller without muting the trauma with social commentary and artful dialogue. This book is supposed to make you feel shitty and bad, like you need a shower. As someone who was abused before, that's how the world can feel sometimes, and I think it would be disingenuous of me to write a book about this extreme subject while treating it with kid gloves. Like, I just, kudos to her. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, this is another 5-star fucking read. Like, I love her so much. Yeah, and I feel like being someone that went through abuse and trauma, it probably made her a better writer when it comes to the subject matter, you know, and kudos to her. I fucking love her. This book, you know, this book is extremely graphic, extreme horror, and I never want people to be like, people that don't read extreme horror or are easily offended, I don't want them to come on my channel and be like, oh, well, you said that this was like a 5-star read and I want to know what all the hype is about and I want to know why this was so graphic and disturbing. And it's like, please be aware, okay? I hate it when like people rate things poorly because they couldn't handle the subject matter or like complain to me that it was disgusting and graphic, and it's like, yes, that's literally the point. I always mention it. I always say check trigger warnings. I can't speak tonight. And I hate when people don't do that. Obviously, if you love extreme horror, if you know that you don't have trigger warnings, definitely recommend this one. This one is just so fucked up. But if you're someone where you don't think you can handle it, you know, obviously go read Colleen Hoover or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, go read a book that's not offensive. This one is offensive, but very, very well done. I am just like, woo! I am actually going to take a shower right now. I feel like I need one. And I'm gonna go take one. And then tomorrow, Sunday, I'm hoping I can finish up Slewfoot and wrap this vlog. Okay, hello, I'm in my nightgown, my pajamas. It's late. Sunday night, I just finished Slewfoot. I knew, because I have to go back to work tomorrow, and I had to finish this book today in order to get this vlog up this week. I don't have a video for this week, so I had to like speed through on audio. And I almost DNF'd this book because it's just not really my thing. It's not really for me, but I'm so glad I didn't, because the last 30% is amazing. You know, it's like your typical kind of like Puritan witchery, you know, the 1600s. They are, you know what they did to witches in the 1600s. And then also like the things going on with Slewfoot and our main character Abatha, and just these the colonists, like the villagers, they are so terrible. Like, some of these people are so fucking awful, and the revenge that happens in this book is so good. Like, I wish I would have felt this way about the entire book. Like, the fact that I was kind of like meh about this book for like the first like 50-60%, like, I wish it would have picked up faster, because the second half of this book is where this book really shines. And, you know, I do really love Bram and will continue to support him, even though his writing style and like his you know, the type of books that he writes with kind of like the folklore type things, you know, it's not necessarily my thing, but I do think he's really talented, and I do think it's worth checking out. I felt the same way about Krampus as well. I also, like, I gave that one 3 stars, and I kind of felt the same way. But this one, I actually am pleasantly surprised with where it ended up. So I think I'm gonna go with a 3.5. Even though it's not my thing, I do recommend it. It was really well done, and yeah, it's gorgeous. So check it out. And yeah, I need to wrap this video up, finish editing, and yeah, I will see you in next week's video. Bye!